Hi guys, Olga Sobi here, and last week I experimented comparing 7 different pouring mediums, and today I want to give a Deco Art pouring medium another go. So last time with Deco Art it was a complete fail. In case you haven't seen the video, that was supposed to be a ring pour, so you can see it didn't hold the shape at all, and the problem is that this pouring medium is very fluid, and I mixed it with the Liquitex Soft Body Paint, and obviously those two did not work very well together. So what I did today, to thicken it up, I have mixed Deco Art pouring medium and Floetrol in a proportion 1:1, so 50% Deco Art, 50% Floetrol. And I'm going to use a medium body paint. So for my colors, I'm going to use Amsterdam acrylics. I really like this paint, it's pretty good quality. And some colors by Artist Loft. This paint is a bit lower quality than Amsterdam, but consistency-wise, it's about the same. So I think the consistency of my mixture is going to be the same. And for my ratio, I'm gonna go for 1 part paint to 2 or 3 parts of medium. I'm not sure, I'm gonna see how much it takes to get the consistency I like. And for my white color, titanium white, I'm going to use Buzz acrylic. And for acrylic pouring techniques, I am going to do 2 techniques. I'm going to do paint kiss pour and Dutch pour. They are very different, and I want to see how this pouring medium performs in each one. So I'm giving it a second go and hoping to get much better results today. So I'm gonna get started with the mixing. So a little tip that maybe is gonna help some of you. Whenever I'm mixing the colors in like small cups, I like to add some medium first and then I add the paint. And this way, I'm not wasting any paint. Do you know when there is paint stuck to the bottom of the cup, and no matter how much you stir, there's still always a little bit left? And when you pour medium first, and then paint, and then medium over the paint, I find that this helps with stirring a lot without wasting any product. Colors are mixed, and for the first technique, I want to do a paint kiss. Alright, so let's see if I'm gonna get any rings this time. Oh, well, this is what happens when you have a very small canvas on a rather big container. Be careful! I dropped it. It looks like I just dropped all the purple. Yep, there it is. Well, the Deco Art pouring medium Floetrol and medium body paint definitely holds the shape of the rings much better than just Deco Art. And yeah, damn it, dropped the canvas. So lost quite a bit, but still kind of kept the shape pretty good. I don't like this little thing. I guess this is also something that happened when I don't know, was trying to rescue it. I don't know. but let's imagine that this is a space and this is just a planet floating in the space. Anyways, this one's done. Now I'm going to do the Dutch pour. Alright my friends, I just did one Dutch pour and it did not work. The consistency of my mixture was way too thick. I'll show you what I got with the first one at the end of the video, but I had to change my mind and I added a little bit of water to the mixture, because for the Dutch pour you have to work with a very fluid consistency. So I'm going to do one more Dutch pour and really hope that this time it's going to work much better. Well, this is not the best Dutch pour I've ever done, but the water mixture has worked so much better. And by water mixture, I mean DecoArt, Floetrol, paint and water. See, I got some lacing and the paint was moving around the canvas so much easier. So I'm kinda happy with the result. And see, the Floetrol is producing a lot of cells when I'm torching it. So yeah, I think this one's pretty nice. And you know what? I have so much paint pre-mixed already and I don't feel like keeping it. So should I do another pour? Yeah, I hope you just said yes, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna add the silicone and I'm going to do a flip cup. Gonna get the most out of this pouring medium today. This is how it works for me. I plan to do 1 or 2 pours and end up with 4. Alright, well, I actually really like it so far. The colors did overmix, but that's not because of the medium. That's because I used so many colors and many of them were complementary, so obviously I ended up with some gray. But for this one, I like kind of how colors go from the yellow to purple. So, gonna give it another quick torch. Pop even more cells. Let's make it busy. It's kind of how I want it. I finally feel like I can stop and I'm gonna be back tomorrow or maybe in 2 days to show you the dry results. Hi guys, we are back. It's been 2 days, everything is dry and I'm super excited to share the results. I only have one camera today, so I'm just gonna be recording from the top camera. So overall, I am happy about all of them and I'm gonna start with the Paint Kiss. So the mixture holds the shape of the rings absolutely beautiful. I think it dried exactly as I left it. And unlike the mixture with just Floetrol, this one is definitely a lot more glossy. But it's not as glossy if I use just only the medium. So it's like semi-gloss, satin sort of a sheen. And the metallic colors are very beautiful in this one. Okay, I'm really gonna try to show them to you guys. especially this copper. It's stunning. Yeah, I know I have this blob and I don't like it. I don't think it really fits into this composition, but on the other side, our floss is what makes us special and unique. So this pour is definitely special and unique. So the next one was a Dutch pour that I did with the initial mixture with Floetrol and DecoArt pouring medium, no water. So like I said, this mixture was very thick. It was very hard to do the Dutch pour with it because the paint did not want to move around. But I must say that it has dried really well. Although I don't really like this composition, just because the mixture was so thick, I can actually feel that okay, I have very thick paint here and not so much paint here, so you probably can't see it, but I can feel it with my hands. And what's the good thing is, what's the really awesome thing is that it did not spread as it was drying. So some of the layers of paint were thicker than the others, but this medium helped it hold the shape, because if I used only water, or if I used only Floetrol and water, most likely it would change because they would level, and this mixture helped it settle exactly as I left it. So overall, you see it's also nice and glossy. Not super glossy, but pretty good. So these were the two that I did initially, and then I changed the mixture. So I had 50% DecoArt, 50% Floetrol, and then I added some water to make it more runny. And this is when I got this Dutch pour. I like this one much better because, first of all, it was a lot more easier to work with because the paint was flowing around and I had no problem blowing it on it with my mouth and with it in a blow dryer. And also look at this tender lacing. This is what water does. So I think it worked very well for this technique, and also it's a little glossy. It's a little less glossy than this one. And last one was the flip cup. So I added 1 drop of silicone to each color and did the flip cup just to use up all the leftovers of the paint. The good thing is that cells have hold their shape exactly as I left them. So with all 4, they dried exactly as I left them. They did not change at all, and the colors also retained pretty much the same. So I'm gonna also rotate it to show you the sheen. And I did not clean any silicone yet, so you can see oily spots in this one. Alright, so overall conclusion for today's experiment. I think that DecoArt pouring medium did very well combined with Floetrol. Floetrol, first of all, it had lowered the price of the overall mixture because it's quite affordable in the US and Canada. Of course, it's different in other countries. And also it helped to thicken up because this stuff is super fluid. So this one helped to make it more workable. And DecoArt helped to hold the shape while drying and also brings some glossiness to the final appearance of the pour. I hope that this was helpful. I definitely learned a lot from this experiment for myself, for my future experiments. And yeah, a lot more comparison and mixtures are coming up for other pouring mediums, so stay tuned if you want to see that as well. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your comments and support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Peace.